Hey guys, Chris here. Just wanted to give you a breakdown of two tickers I played this morning. The first ticker was LXRX, and the second one is CTIB. Let's just say that one ticker went right for me, and one ticker went completely wrong. And I think this video will help even newer traders and experienced traders see exactly what what went wrong here and what went right. So I'll start with what went right. LXRX. I saw this. I saw this morning. It had the most volume, so this is what drove me to this ticker here. It peaked at $2.08. I was watching it the whole time. I wanted to see where the floor was, and the floor was around 175 this morning. Okay, so I didn't want to buy where the floor was because I wanted the support to be confirmed. Um, so it rode. It went up to about, I think it went up to like 188, and then it dropped back down the second time, and it dropped to 180. And that was basically my entry right there. I wanted to get in on the second dip, and that's exactly what I did. So it actually did it twice. It did 180 two times. Like it went up to 187 and it went down to 180 again. But I did buy on the second dip. So not this one here. Okay. So the reason I bought this on the second dip is because I wanted to see where support was. So I was watching my EMA lines and I saw that it was just bouncing around. Okay, so it checked 4 of my boxes this morning, and the 4 boxes that it checked was the volume, it was the gap up price, it was the chart setup, and it had news. Those are the 4 boxes when you're looking for these runners in the morning, and that's exactly what it did. It happened to FTEK, it happened to ATHE, and it's been a very consistent thing. And I just want you guys to just get in the mentality that just because something is up 100%, I say this all the time. Just because something's up 100% doesn't mean you can't play it. You can, okay? As long as all the boxes are checked, and those are my boxes. If they're checked, I'm playing this, okay? So I'm just gonna run through this in the morning. So I actually bought. Yep, I bought at at 180. A few other members bought at 181, 183. So I basically just rode this the whole morning just because there was no point in selling. It looked really strong. I was looking to sell some at 199, but I did not. I literally kept riding it because the volume was so strong, and it really went above the EMA lines. This is a 9 and this is the 13. These are the 2 that I check. Okay, look, it's just literally just riding the EMA lines the whole time. So this broke under. I wasn't scared to sell, and you should never be scared to sell. You should always lock in profits. But I was able to sell some at 222, and it was actually at this point here. So I was able to sell there. I sold 40% of my shares there, and then I waited. I was going to buy some more on a dip because the chart still looks strong. And then I ended up actually selling at 232. It's exactly where I said it went to 233 here. So I sold at 232. And then you can see it dipping, and then there's a long, look at this long wick here. And this is really fast, and you can see this is where all the volume came in. When I said, like in my past videos, this is where the volume comes in this early in the morning. I made out really well on this one, and I'm going to show you one that I didn't make out too well on. So the next ticker is actually CTIB, and I just laugh because I did everything that I said I wasn't going to do. I think this is a really good learning lesson into day trading. So it checked one box, okay? It gapped up, the gap up price, right? It was there, 232, perfect. I was like, great. Let me see where it dips. Okay, 222, that's a weird dip. It didn't really dip that much. I don't see any news, so it didn't check that box. It had the volume, it checked that box. The gap up price, it checked that box. Now the chart setup, it didn't check that box because right after it hit 222, it went up again to 255. It hit 255, and you see, just look at this continuation. And I was just so silly. actually did something really stupid. I'm like, I'm never gonna. That's something I would say, I would suggest don't do. If it doesn't check any of your boxes, if it doesn't check all 4 of your boxes, I wouldn't even play this. Okay, so it was a good thing I played it just because it's a learning lesson. I can make this video on what not to do. So just to give you guys both perspectives. So I actually ended up buying, I bought over here. I believe I bought on the second dip, I bought a 283 or 286. It was like a really weird point there. I was like, okay, we're above. It's probably gonna keep flagging. So I'm like, okay, we're probably gonna leg up again over here, and I'll sell over 3. And it didn't. Um, so so I actually did over here a second time. I didn't sell any. I was looking for a 310 mark, and actually didn't do that. It dropped really fast. Like this right here, what you see here was really quick. Like this was like super fast. Like it dropped to 244 and then it went right back up to 280. And then it just kept dying off. And I actually had a mental stop at 10%. So I bought at I believe 283, 286, and I sold at 260. So I took 25-cent, 23-cent loss on it, which actually, because of my position, was actually, I wasn't too heavy on it, but I was heavy enough that I can feel it. But luckily enough for me, I made up with it on the other ticker that I played this morning. It was actually this ticker here that I played. Again, this is just to give you a little breakdown of what not to do and what to do. Stick to the game plan. Don't strive away from the game plan. Just stick to it. You'll get it. I messed up. Okay, everyone messes up. Don't let it get you down. There's always a new day. There's always tomorrow. There's always something to play. So just think positive. To keep the emotions out of it. And you guys will do just great. Okay. All right. That is my video recap for today. So I will see you guys around. Take care. Good luck. See you next time.